Good morning, everybody, and this is your Dow Jones day trade setup for today. And oscillators grouping to the upside, pretty much algorithm trading here. That's what's driving this right now. There is the current trend line that we are chasing right now. And in fact, if I extend that trend line further back, you'll see something very interesting. There you go. So you can see that was the bottom of some sort of a range that was forming, and we are still testing it. So we've broken below it, we've tested it once, we've tested it twice. Look at the oscillators here. So if we start moving down through the time frames, so if you look at the 3 hour, big down, big up, one single bar back up to this trend line could be seen as an exhaustion bar. Remember, earnings season kicks off today, so it's pretty typical. You probably only have got the algorithms trading it, and a few of us day traders that have been climbing into this. I think a lot of bigger institutions are wait and see right now, not adding to positions and not leaving their positions just yet. So that's going to be, those decisions were made when the results start coming through for earnings season. So there's just so much noise at the moment about bubble. So there's a lot of, I'm not going to call it fear, but there's a lot of caution in the market at the moment. Bulls are still buying. There's no two ways about that. But gaps are being missed. And on the pullbacks, you would expect the gaps to be closed, but they are being missed. So looking at the hour, do not want to be long up here. I definitely will look for something to the downside. And you can see we did get an opportunity here. Dip below that just to take out a few stop losses that people would have had in. But it's another reason why I always look for sort of a zone. Always look for one or two areas that you can pay attention to. And it's not much. This is pretty cleverly done. It's also another reason why don't overtrade with large position sizes and have really tight stops, especially not with this market. We'll have a look at this little setup on the 15-minute now as well. So you look at the oscillators now, that should be pulling back. I'll leave those two there, and then let's move this one up to there. So that is the level that I would expect us to come back to, at least 34,885. So pull back to 34,885, then I'd expect another move back up onto this trend line. So that's kind of the only trade that I can see at the moment. If we look at the entry yesterday, you can see 15-minute, there it is there. So I suppose that was pretty much spot on. And then you had another exhaustion bar, but you can see there definitely would have been stops below here. When they saw this pin bar, entry above the pin bar, stop loss here, and that's exactly what was triggered. So kind of difficult when you don't have that information, but the big institutions and the algorithms do have that information. So the only way to combat it really is a smaller trade size, and don't take the first stop area, take the second one, which would have been this 15-minute tail here. That's the only way that you can combat that. But anyway, trend was definitely up yesterday on the 15. You can see we eased off onto the 155 EMA and sort of bounced around here before moving up. So there was definitely a trade here. Oscillators group to the downside, off a level, off a moving average. That's 3 out of 3. Definitely a decent entry for a long. So that's the kind of setup you want to see again. Don't know if it's going to happen here, but we'll have a look at the DAX next and see what's happening on the DAX, because this will follow what the DAX does this morning. And yeah, earnings season, so please be careful. Just I would wait for the first couple of earnings to come through to get the sentiment, and then see what the trades are. That's it for me. Hope it helps, and we'll catch you later. Cheers for now.